Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Nitai Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vivo Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ke, Shri Radha Giridhare ke, Shri Gaur Nitai ke, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maye ke Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bo. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Ashtotra Shata Shri Srimad Abhay Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Ashtotra Shata Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गो श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। श्री मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय। श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा मई की जय। यमुना मई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। समवेता भक्त वृंद की जय। All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlada Hladadaine. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha. Sharanam Prapade. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanuvringa. Nara Hari Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Radha Giridhari ki jai, Gaur Nitai ki jai, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadramani ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Gaur.
Rani wanda kucha. You do rap. నేను మాట్లాడుతున్నా ఏడొకరు మాట్లాడతాం మీ అందరూ మాట్లాడాలంటే మాట్లాడచ్చు if you want okay take a deep breath. Hare Krishna everybody. We would like to welcome you to the celebration of my mother's life. She was an amazing woman. She was an amazing mother. She was an amazing devotee. And she very, very, very much loved the devotees, loved the Indian community, her LSNP group, Shri Shri Radha Giridhari, and Srila Prabhupada. In honoring her, we would like you to please enjoy the prasadam that has been offered to the Lord, and we would like to serve you personally. She was very much about tradition, but she was also very much about love. My mother did not differentiate between what faith one had, what philosophy one followed. Her only thing was showing love and compassion to everybody. And as Srila Prabhupada said, as long as you're learning about loving God, then that's what's important, and that's what she exemplified. My brothers will speak a little bit, and then we welcome, if you want to, we would welcome you all to come up if you would like to say a few words. In the meantime, we'll start setting things up. After everybody has spoken, what we'll do is, in the usual Sunday feast style, you could set up the mat, sit in rows. Somebody will direct you. We will have chairs for people who would like to sit in chairs. And is it raining still outside? Yeah. Okay, so we're not going to have seating outside. So please, for us, this is a moment of celebration, because we know without a doubt that somewhere she is cooking for Sri Sri Radha Giridhari. So my dad's probably chanting in Lord Chaitanya's mission somewhere, and Amma's cooking. And dancing, yes.
So, I'm the oldest of all these five, and being the oldest, I was also the rebel. Now, I know that I caused a lot of heartache and headache for both my parents, but it's something that they expected, because being the firstborn, you have to blaze a path for the rest of them. So that's what I did. I took the slings and arrows of my dad and the love and kindness of my mother, and made it so that these four could blossom more into who they should be and who they are now. And because of the love of my mother, I have some very beautiful children who are also exemplifying how we five were brought up. And of course, I did it my way with them, but I guess maybe that's my thing. I did it my way. But ultimately, we're all, at the beck and call of the Lord, however one may see that path for oneself. And even if you don't see that path, you're still going to tread it. And I think the easiest, for me at least, is to adopt saranam, or surrender, which is considered one of the highest forms to try to attain, to allow oneself to be like a lotus leaf on the water. So even if there is turbulence and we move with it, we're still staying on top. And the only way we can do that is if the hand of God is within us and upholding us. So, Jai.
So I'm the youngest on the other end. I just wanted to say, first of all, thank you. Thank you so much for everyone that's here. Every single dimension of my mom's life is represented here. And this is exactly what she would want. When my father passed away and we did this for my father, it was the same thing. And I can't tell you enough from all of us and from my family how much this means a lot to us. In the last couple, whoa. I'm fine. the last couple of weeks were a little bit challenging, but I think it's good. I think it's good for us to go through the difficult times and understand all the beautiful times, because you can't understand the beautiful times unless you see, the difficult times. And so I just want to point everyone to that picture collage back there. Please take a look at it when you have a chance. Hopefully you're represented there. If not, you will see all the things that my mom loved, which included all of you. And again, I just want to say thank you so much. And I know my mom loves you guys, and we love you all for being here. Okay, thank you.
If anybody else would like to come and speak, please be welcome. If not, you can just mingle, and we will also mingle a little bit while we get the lunch ready.
I'm not sure I can do this, but I thought that as probably the person in the room who's known this family the longest and whose own family felt like, okay, here it comes, felt like we were part of theirs. I just thought I should just acknowledge the Duvvuris. I'm looking at these kids. I remember meeting them. My wife knew them. My former wife knew them before I did, but I remember meeting them in 1973 over at Third and Thorn, and the strongest impression was Harini. I asked her what her name was, and she said her name was Such Joy, and I just thought, okay, there's a corner of my heart gone. I don't own that anymore. And when we moved here in the 80s, our family became part of theirs. My daughters were students of their dancing students of theirs, and everyone in this community loved the whole Duvvuri family as if they were our own family, because indeed they helped us become all one family here. And I think that's it.
Would anybody else like to come up? Ba? Isabella.
Oh, sorry. Raise my hand. Just walked up. I'd just like to say a few words of appreciation and love for Indira Duvvuri. Our family has known the Duvvuri family since my parents moved to Chula Vista maybe 40, 50 years ago. And we would see them very often. We were all children together. And well, young, no, maybe not children, but young adults together. But Auntie's joy and love, and like Pani mentioned, she didn't really care what your level of devotion was to God. She just personified her love of God, and it just influenced you. You could see the joy in her face. We saw her recently, and it was funny because her granddaughter, who was taking care of her, was preparing for the puja. And she said to us, because we had gone, just fortunately, at the time puja was being prepared, and the granddaughter said, "Oh, it's wonderful, you'll be with us while grandma and granddaughter were doing the puja." And we did, and then we sat and we sang some hymns together. And then the granddaughter, your daughter, who can speak Sanskrit and was reading the Bhagavad Gita so beautifully, then what Indranti said is, "Sunita, you read it." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "You read it, Amma, you read it." And so I read the Bhagavad Gita, which I haven't done in a long time, sorry to say, because of Auntie's inspiration. And that's what she is. She's inspiring. She came to my wedding in Hyderabad now 33 years ago. Fortunately, she was there. And we have known the Duvvuri family, and they have been a part of my life, our life. And funny thing, very, very personal thing that happened is my dad passed away in 2019. It was a very tough time. It happened very quickly, cancer. But anyway, I was too overcome to speak at his ceremony. And I remember later, Auntie had come. We live in Orange County. She came to the Laguna Beach ISKCON temple. And she told me, "Nu matlade dunde amma," which means you should have talked too at your dad's, service and celebration of life. And I didn't do it then, and I'm speaking for Auntie, who I loved so much. And I hope somewhere my dad is joining her and you know, knowing that these memories of these amazing people that we're all blessed to know is continuing in our hearts.
Okay. I am Indira Devi's granddaughter, one of several. My kids, Surya and Chandra. Surya wanted to say something. Can you start, please, and I'll help you? Start, and I'll help you.
What should I say first?
What you wanted to, okay.
Where will I end?
What you told me when we were back there, that's what you tell.
What?
Okay. He wanted to say thank you to Amama for being here with us and for loving him, and that when he was with her, he always felt safe and accepted. And the first time that he met her, or the first time that he remembers meeting her, he felt accepted and so happy that she was someone that we had in our lives. And, you know, he's sad that she's no longer
here, but I still accept her apology.
Her apology. Okay, thank you. Do you want to say I love you?
I'm a little bit scared.
I'm right here too. Okay, then Balma can say something. I'll leave it.
Hello, everyone. I am Isabella, Indira's daughter-in-law, and I don't normally speak in public. Everyone who knows me knows that, so we'll see how it goes. I wanted to give you a glimpse of what it was to be Indira's daughter-in-law. She was amazing. She continued to help me become a wife. And one of the things I learned to do was, especially to put aside food for my husband. She always said, whenever you cook, make sure you put aside food first for your husband, even if he's not home, and then you feed everybody else. You don't give him from the leftovers. And I always think of her when I do that. But one of the anecdotes I wanted to share with you guys was something that really taught me about her. When we were just married, we didn't have any kids yet. She had a big ceremony. I don't know what it was, actually, but it was an important ceremony at a temple in Mira Mesa. And my husband, Vinci, and I had to go to my family event across the border. And so we went, and I forgot to take Indian clothes with me. So when we came back a little late. We barely got there, and I was wearing American clothes. I think I was wearing jeans or something. And as most people know, maybe a mother-in-law would be disappointed, and she would say, you know, I've got you all these clothes. Look at, my friends are going to see you, and you're not wearing the clothes. But I came up to her, and I was embarrassed, and I said, I'm so sorry, we're late. And look at, you know, I didn't bring clothes. I'm so sorry, I'm in jeans. And she said, as everybody who knows her knows would say, it doesn't matter to me. What matters is that you're here. You made it, and it really means a lot to me. And that's kind of the spirit she had with me throughout my entire marriage. She was so loving, and she loved to be with us. She loved my kids, and she just gave all of herself to all of us. I never felt judged in any way. And as many of you know, I'm Catholic, and so she could have, but she never did, because she and I shared a deep devotion of God. And we spoke at that level. She and I had a connection that way. She had deep, deep faith, and so do I. And so we shared it that way. And she always knew that was enough. And so I always felt loved and cared for and respected and supported. And one of the last things I'll say is that she actually was my ally throughout my whole marriage. Whenever Vinci, I couldn't get through to him for any reason, I knew that I could call her, and she didn't say much, as you all know. She was very short with her. I mean, she was very careful with her words, but when she spoke, her kids listened, and I knew that with Vidinchi too. So whenever there were times where I was like, he's working too hard, I don't see him, and she would call him, and then Vidinchi would do what she said. And so she was very helpful to me, and I'm so grateful for her life and for what she's been to all of us.
Thank you.
Namaste, everyone. I'm here on behalf of the Lalita Sahasranama group. You see the people who started there sitting in the front row. For them, this is way too emotional, so they asked me to say a couple of words. So I'm going to speak on behalf of the Lalita group. We've been doing Lalita Sahasranama for over 2 decades now, if I'm not mistaken, and Indira Auntie has been there from day one. And over the years, she has advised and suggested some changes in the format. And today, when we chant, she and Uncle, they both had you can see where they carved the Lalita prayers in the format that it is, okay? And when she came, you knew her presence. You know how? Her voice, the resonance, it was like natural cymbals. Okay, and when she chanted Sri Suktam, you didn't need any other bells or anything going on. You knew Devi was there chanting Sri Suktam. So we will definitely miss Indira Auntie. But we know when we do the Lalita Sahasranama prayers, and when we say Sri Suktam and the Mantra Pushpam, she's with us. Thank you. Namaste.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Indira Auntie, for brightening the Sunday feast even more. As such, it is very bright for many years, and we'll miss you a lot. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
This will be tough. Hare Krishna. Mrs. Duvvuri would always remind me, and every time I came to the Sunday feast, for 50 years almost now, that she knew me since I was this big. She would walk up to me and go talk to one of her friends and say, I've known him since he was this big. When I first started my career in construction about 30 years ago, one of my first projects was to put a roof on their house. And it was a challenge for me. But every day around noon, she'd go, Nimai, come on down, come on down. And she'd make this, talking about prasadam, she'd make this massive meal for me. And she'd go, no, you have to pour lots of ghee on the rice, lots of ghee. And then finish it with yogurt and lemon pickle and mango pickle. And she said, okay, now you could go back on the roof. And I'd go up on the roof and just lay down. I couldn't work. We left to Alachua for many years. And I was gone for about 20 years. And I came back, and she immediately invited me over to her house. At the first Sunday feast I saw her, she made me this huge meal. And it was wonderful. She showed us how she was making her mango pickle and everything. And she goes, I know you've been gone for a while, but she goes, can you go up and check the roof real quick? She was very wonderful, always very kind to me, a good friend of my mother, and we will miss her.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Anybody else? Here you go.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? I can't hear myself. This makes me nervous speaking in front of all you people. But hello, I'm Amber, and I have known Harini Duvvuri since I was in 6th grade. It's amazing. It's an amazing family, and Indira was an amazing mother, and I'm just very fortunate to have known Harini and the family for this many years, and I'm very grateful. And my heart goes out to all of you, and I wish you all the best in the next few days, years. You guys are amazing, and I love you all. I love you, honey, aka BFF since 6th grade.
Thank you. I guess we'll stand here for like 15 minutes until y'all come up.
Hare Krishna. I'm Ranga. I'm Indira's granddaughter. I'm Richi's daughter. I had the amazing opportunity to take care of her for the last 3 months. I did not know that the time that I was spending with her would be some of her last moments. I want to say first thank you to my family for giving me this opportunity. Thank you to Bama for allowing me to take care of her. We only have so much time in our lives, and it's our duty to do our best with what we have. One of the things that I thought about when I was taking care of Bama when I first got to the hospital was, this is the ocean's bottle. And today I can see that the ocean flows through all of us here today. I think that's everything. I also wanted to say thank you again to everybody for everything. All right, Hare Krishna.
Então, dá, vou te dizer por continuo. Tá? You know how she felt about you.
Hare Krishna. So, I knew Ammamma only since a year because I moved here very late. And honestly, I'm super glad that I could meet her. And I'm definitely upset that I could not talk to her a lot because I saw a lot of people, like a lot of elders in my life who I spoke to. But I would definitely say that even though it was like very less time that I spoke to her, she is one of the strongest women I ever met. And every word that she says, I feel like people want to listen to her. It's not like she is like imposing it on someone. We love to listen to her. We love to follow her. And it was just an amazing thing to just have conversations with her. One of the things I was excited when I moved into San Diego was I really wanted to talk to her a lot about the culture or anything because I don't like whenever I used to talk to her about few things, she used to make everything feel much more interesting, and it was always amazing to talk to her. When I got to know about all the situations, it was, I don't know how I feel about it still because I really, really wanted to spend a lot of time with her and like get to know her more. And to be really honest, I wanted to become like her because I don't know, like she has been one of the strongest women I ever saw, and I really want to know more about her from all of you because I admire her so much, and I really hope she's happy wherever she is right now. Thank you.
Thank you. So I know that a lot of us have known my mom for a long time, but the effect that she had on Sriya in such a short period, so that's the power of Bhakti, because that's what radiates from us. And Bhakti is like the aroma of a flower. People love to smell the nice flowers. We don't like to smell rotten things, right? We want to smell sweet things. So that love that we can develop in ourselves, that's what brings us together. And ultimately, that is the goal that we should all develop in this life. After a while, you make your money, you get a job, you raise your family. But in the midst of all that, you have to have the love to want to do those things. Otherwise, you will never fully accomplish what it is that you want to do in each of those endeavors. So, you know, the basis of everything is love. Huh?
We can set up, if there's anybody else who would like to speak, can. If not, we can set up Sunday feast style. Propose. Yeah, Sunday feast style.
So what we're going to have, is there anybody else who would like to say something? I can come to you, all right? So don't be afraid. Ekra? Where at? Anybody with a hand? Ah, there you go.
I just wanted to say that she was like a mother to all. And I remember when I was in charge of the kitchen and there was a wedding or celebration in the family, they were all, financially would come, I want you to cook. And then I was like, okay. And then Indira would come and give me very precise instructions on how to cook the food. She was very, very detailed in everything, and she was always asking me, you know, to do things right, you know, because, not because of the celebration, but because she wanted the prasadam to be honored by everybody and enjoyed and everything. So she was always thinking like that. And when my daughter was born, she, I don't know if my wife remembers, but she talked to us and she told us how to raise her. She told us how she should behave, how we should teach her how to relate to other people, and so she was like a second mother to me.
Thank you.
I just want to say, Indira, as we all know, she was a very wonderful person, and she loved and accepted everyone, and she treated everyone like family. And when I first moved down to New Governor in 1980, she came with, I don't know if you guys remember, she's sitting in a rocking chair and we were all sitting around her on the floor, and she just was wanting to know us. And so, of course, you know, we have to be truthful. So no matter what Indira, you know, no matter what kind of person one is, Indira always showed love, and I'll miss her terribly.
So we've known the Duvvuri family for my entire life. I'm sure she carried me as a young baby on Sunday nights. And whenever I would come to the temple on Sunday, I would always look for her, say hi. She would always cheer me up, make me feel better. She was just an amazing woman. And every time I saw her, she managed to cheer me up. And no matter what her condition or what was going on, she always greeted me with a warm welcome and always made me feel better. And our family is, you know, known the Duvvuri since before I was born. And we're a wonderful family. Parents are both amazing, and they had such a huge impact on our life and our Sunday life here at the temple. And we're going to really miss her. Hare Krishna.
I think many people spoke how lovely and compassionate she is, and how she loved everyone. I just want to share a little bit on the other side. We came to US about 30 years ago or so, and we still wonder how Marichi's parents have dealt with the change and transition when they came to US, including the children. And I'm so happy that all the children are here today, and I wish all of them continue the same path and carry forward what their parents have shown them. Thank you.
ఒక మాట చెప్పండి. ఒక మాట చెప్పండి. Go ahead.
It's all right.
Say something.
Hello, I know Duvvuri family, I don't know, most of you are not even born, I think. About 40 plus years. She was always friendly and helpful, and including his father. So we are happy to have some acquaintance with them. And also we used to meet often here at ISKCON on Saturday night sometimes. So we have long good memories, cherished memories. So wish all the best to the family.
Thank you.
I wasn't ready for this. So, I love Indira like I'm another mother. I don't know, for those who don't know me, I'm Bonnie's best friend since the 2nd grade. So over 50 years, I've known this family and loved them just as she's loved our family. And some of the memories I have are, you know, coming over and having her talk to us about life events and things that were happening, and explaining to her, you know, okay, so maybe Pawnee can't spend the night over to my house, but can I spend the night at her house? And, you know, she would agree, and we got to do a lot of things that probably Pawnee wouldn't have gotten to do just because she treated me like a daughter, and I think she respected me for that as well. She used to walk along the blocks, and she would meet up with my dad, and they would walk. So yeah, we have a lot of really good memories, and probably my best memory is just the smile she had on her face and the advice she had to give us when things were getting tough. So thank you, and I will miss her dearly.
Hare Krishna, everyone. I'm a close friend of Matangi's, and that's how I knew her in the beginning. Oh, Matangi's mom. Hi, auntie, how are you? And we were also I'm also part of the Lalita group, so I used to meet her there often. We used to chat, and I think over the last 10 years, slowly, we started coming more to like the Sunday feast, and she became just my buddy. So, and I would always look for her as soon as we would come. Is auntie here today? And you know, I used to think, oh, auntie is always so well dressed and bright, big bindi, nice hair, and I started feeling bad. Maybe I should start dressing up too. I am, you know, it's not my thing that well. I was like, oh, maybe I should, because so inspiring. Her smile and her, you know, all the things we used to talk about. In the beginning, it was more, how are your parents doing? You know, she would ask me, and I would tell her what's going on. But after my parents passed away, it was more like she would tell me all the things her granddaughters all were doing, and where they performed, what they were doing, just, you know, sharing. And so yeah, I mean, it was just really fun. I think over the last maybe 5 years, at least once a month, we would have a fairly long chat. We would always sit with her and make sure, you know, while Funny's car was sometimes getting towed, you know, we would hang out with her saying, okay, you know, just hang in there, you know. So yeah, it was just really lovely to see her, and her big smile, and her beautifully, always very well dressed, flowers, and just, yeah, she was very inspiring, a lot of fun also to be around. So I really enjoyed, both of us, my husband and I both really enjoyed hanging out with her. So, and I just wanted to end by saying we got to see her towards the end of December. We went to see her, and we met her granddaughter, I guess your daughter. We were so taken by her. We were like, you know, I have 2 daughters, and I kept thinking, can my kids do this? I don't know. I don't think they would. And so we went home in tears because of just watching her. She's so young, but you know, she just it was just wonderful. Yeah, she just took care of her grandma, and so pure, very rare to see in this time. So I'm really, you know, you guys did a great job, and you know, all of you, of course, loving family. Thank you so much for sharing your mom.
Hare Krishna, everyone. My name is Lottalie, and I'm going to really miss Indira a lot. And I remember meeting her as a very young devotee up at Govinda's restaurant in Lucadia. And she had her 3 teenage daughters in tow, and they were all nicely behaved. And I was going through a very difficult period, and I think I was crying near the restaurant by the parking lot. And she comes up to me and she just introduced herself. It was the first time I ever met her, and she hugged me and she said, "Everything's going to be all right. Krishna's doing this to bring you closer to him." So that was really sweet, and just getting to know the family all these years and going to the home with Gunagraj Maharaj, and what a sweet relationship Maharaj had with the family, and all the close talks they had while we were having dinner, and they always served the idlis with the sambar. And I go, one day I'm going to learn how to make idlis. I really want to learn. It looks really difficult, but I'm going to learn how to do it. And then Pani, when she came home from India, she brought me an idli maker, and she taught me how to make them and how to do the neem leaves and the peanut powder and all the wonderful things you put on top of the idlis. And I go, boy, Indira is going to be proud of me. I made idlis. So I'm going to really miss Indira. Yeah. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
For the many decades I've been coming to the temple, the Duvvuri family's been part of the fabric of the temple. And Mrs. Duvvuri, it's so sad to come in here and not have her sitting here. But one nice thing is throughout my whole life, all the different life events that I've been through, she was always there with either a comforting word, but always good advice, or just smile and love, and just made me feel good, like someone was saying safe. She made you feel safe and loved. She was so kind, and I'm really, really sad that she's not going to be here. And, you know, when you think about it, you're happy for the person. She was such a perfect, pure devotee, and yet we're all going to be really sad. You know, she's one of those people you don't want to go. Like, some people you can accept. Even my own father I could accept. But it just is hard to accept that she's going to be gone from us. And it's just going to change the world without her here.
All right. We're good? Everybody had to say? So we're going to go ahead. Mira.
Namaskaram, everyone. My name is Bharti. You know, I heard the word fabric, and I was thinking how wide and far the warp and the weft of this fabric is. Right? There's a saying, right? We can take people out of India, but you can't take India out of them. And I think that's what Indira Auntie represented. She brought the colorfulness, the beauty, the splendor, the flowers, the smells, all the sensory, senses that she touched with her words. Somebody described her as symbols when she spoke. As I was sitting here listening to everyone, I was thinking, when was the first time I met Auntie? My husband and I moved to San Diego in '95. I'm guessing somewhere around '96, around the temple, '95, '96. We met Matangi. And being so far away, we are in North County and they're in Chula Vista. I always had this longing. I wish she was my neighbor. It would be lovely to just walk in and out of her house. And I come from a large family too, and seeing all the brothers and sisters, it's always been like an extended family. And for some reason, I'm thinking of the book Rain of Gold. It is biopic. I think Pani would have read this. We've connected sometimes on books that we like to read, Pani or Matangi. It describes this intergenerational family from, Mexico, and actually the author lives in Oceanside. But I feel like somebody ought to write a book about your family, about your parents, and the intergenerational wealth that they bring. Just in terms of their knowledge, their wisdom, their talents. The side of Indira Auntie that I wanted to highlight here is she was a social worker without having to go through schooling for social work, right? She took in, people from the community who needed help. That was the safety that we're all hearing that, that's being referred to. And I know of a few people that she's, given a home to. That openness of heart and love, she's the universal mother. I lost my mom in 2003, and I know the family was going through a loss themselves. And she opened up her heart and made room for me. And, I was kind of lost. And she mothered me too. Thank you for sharing your mother with all of us in this community. She's a loving, living legend, and she'll always live in our hearts. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So we're going to go ahead and set up for eating prasadam. So in order to do that, what I would like is the people who are on the floor here, you're going to take these mats here and just line them up. 2 rows, back to back here, and here, and here, and here. And everybody who's sitting in their chairs, those are your chairs. So we're going to be doing it buffet style. So we'll have you come up here and get your plate. Are we doing buffet style, or are we going to serve it out? Okay. So yeah, you'll sit where you're at, and then we'll come to you.
Yes, we'll serve out.